And what if you stopped saying you were going to do it soon or next week or next month and you decided, I'm going to do that thing tomorrow, this weekend, Monday by lunch at the latest? Here's what I would challenge you to do. Welcome back to the Own Your Future podcast, behind the scenes edition that comes out on Thursday. If you didn't see last week's podcast, it was fire with Krista Mayshore, one of the top coaches in the world, one of the top real estate agents in the world. And now she turned her real estate knowledge into a coaching business, helping other real estate agents. And she's doing over $18 million a year. I was shocked when she told me that. So amazing. But there were so many lessons that she shared. And I want to break some of those down today in 10 minutes or less. But first off, thanks again for making this one of the top podcasts in the world. I'm so honored that you listen with so much out there. And your way to say thank you if you enjoy the podcast is follow, subscribe, and share it with someone you know. So let's get to Krista Mayshore. She shared a lot, and she went deep on things that she went through. She was physically abused by her mom. She even recalls her mom holding her upside down in a bathtub. She felt like she was going to drown. And I mean, in and out of foster homes and things that I didn't experience and I couldn't pretend to know. But how the heck did that woman turn that into fuel, not the thing that ruined her life? That's the thing I always love to unpack, because we all got our stuff, don't we? And some of our stuff doesn't have to be so horrific. Some of it could just be that we're not happy with our lives and we're pretending we are. Or from the outside world, we look like things are cool, but looking in the mirror, we know that they're not. And what I love doing these quick behind the scenes is I love picking some of the things that the guest talked about and going a little deeper. Now, one thing that really hit home to me that I was waiting for, that if you listened to it or you did, about 3/4 of the way in, about 35, 40 minutes in, she got to the part I was looking for. Why the heck and how did she turn her life around in her first year of being a real estate agent, no matter what business you're in? But how did she do 65 sales year one? How did that energy carry over to becoming one of the top real estate agents in the country? And how did that carry over to a coaching company where she unlocked her knowledge and shared it with other people, which I think everybody should do eventually in their lives? How did she do that? And we finally got to it. And you know this, it's why. Why did she go after it? Well, some of that why was as a child, and the things that happened to her, I should say, as a child, and running away from that pain and wanted to prove herself. But we got to the core of it. Her husband and her split up. He had left. She was sitting home alone, drinking a bottle of wine, crying, feeling sorry for herself. And these are her words, not mine. Looking in the backyard, there was nothing but dirt, zero money in the bank, zero money to pay the bills, hadn't sold any real estate yet. She looked out there and saw a pool for her kids. She saw a home that could keep her daughters safe no matter what. She saw the security of not needing a man, maybe having or a significant other, not needing that significant other, doing her own thing. And in that moment, I think her why was crystallized. She had a compelling future. She had a why that made her cry, a why that got into her heart. So when Matthew McConaughey or Tony Robbins or anybody that you follow shares truly digging into your heart on why the hell you want to go from where you are to where you want to be, it is, in my opinion, one of the most crucial components to your success. We must have a passionate why. We must have a why that disturbs us, because if not, we fall back into old patterns. There's no way around it. It's easy to get in a hypnotic rhythm of life, to look and say, I want those other things, but not actually go after it. To try, and then you retreat back to where you were. What gets you uncomfortable is when your why is so strong, you can't ignore it. It is so loud. It is so embedded in your heart that even when you feel like you can't, you know you must. That's how we take courageous, uncomfortable action. It's how we move forward. So maybe there's another reminder. I'm probably going to do it at least once every quarter, 4 times a year. I'm going to remind you, what the hell's your why? Why are you listening to me? Why do you want more income, love, passion, joy? Why do you want to launch a coaching program, a course, write a book, do a podcast? Why? Want to do your own thing? Okay, why? Why do you want to do your own thing? Why? Keep asking why. Why? Drill down. And when you feel it physically go from your head into your heart, when you feel tingling, when the hair stands up on your arms or a tear builds up in the corner of your eye, that's when you're on to something. Okay, so why was a big one, but then what she talked about a lot was fast action. Just do it, right? I love the Nike commercial, just do it. I forget what her tagline is, but it's something along those lines of just doing it. But that's easier said than done, isn't it? What the heck can get you to take faster action? You're listening to me right now. There's some things you've been thinking about for a long time, but you're still not doing it. So how could today be the day that you actually do it? I mean, it's easier said than done, right? Just do it. Stop thinking about it. What are you doing? Thinking. Just go. Yeah, I get it. But some of you feel like you're in the airplane and the instructor has you at the door that's open. You got the parachute on your back and they're trying to push you out the door and you're like, I'm just not jumping. I know I got a parachute. I know I'll be fine. I know maybe the plane's even crashing, but you still don't want to jump out. I get that feeling. So how do we get rid of that feeling? How do we take that bold, uncomfortable action? I thought of a few things that I've used in my life. Is first off, what is the action you need to take today? You go back to your why, right? Why do you want it? But what is the action? Is it quitting the job, starting the company, having that hard communication with the significant other, to get your butt to the gym, to eat better? I don't know what it is in your life, to start the marketing, to make the phone call, to go live on on social, to do your first coaching. I don't know what it is, but you do. And what if you stopped saying you were going to do it soon or next week or next month and you decided, I'm going to do that thing tomorrow, this weekend, Monday by lunch at the latest? How? What? Here's what I would challenge you to do. First off, I would remind yourself of the why. So grab a piece of paper and why the hell am I even listening to an Own Your Future podcast or a part of Mastermind or part of Project Next or part of whatever it is that we do? Or just being here today. Why would I listen to this stuff? Why? There is a deeper reason why. Keep asking yourself why. Write it down. Secondly, what is the fast action? And write the word fast, not just action. What is the fast? You can write bold. You can write courageous. You can write uncomfortable, but it's action. What is the action I need to take that I've been postponing for too long? Yes, no, maybe. I do. I won't. I can't. I must. I don't. Then I want you to write down, if you take that action, what is the best case scenario? Really think through it. Pretend it's 6 months from now, 3 months from now, you did it. What is the best case scenario? And write it out in detail. What does it look like? And then I want you to do me a favor. I want you to put yourself in that position and really visualize that it happened. That best outcome happened. And I want you to attach an emotion to it. What does it feel like that you did it? That you said, I do, I can't, I must, I won't, I will, I did. You made the sale, you did the marketing, you had the hard conversation, you quit the job, you started the company. What is it? And I want you to envision it so much until an emotion comes, then write the emotion down. Is it joy? Is it confidence? Is it freedom? Because if we don't attach an emotion to it, it's just a thought. So I want you to, your why, your fast, uncomfortable action. If you act, what is the best case scenario? And then take a moment, shut off the phone, stop scrolling, stop listening, and visualize you're in that spot and that best thing happened, and write down the emotions that come to your heart. Next, I want you to write down, what if you don't do it? What if you don't take action? What's the worst case scenario? Just write it down. Things will be exactly the same as they are. I'll still be stuck in this relationship. I'll still be stuck in this job. I won't be coaching people. I won't get on that stage. I won't launch the podcast. I won't create the course. I won't do that mastermind I've always dreamed of. Then I want you to visualize that outcome, just like you visualize the outcome that if it did happen. I want you to think about it. It's a year from now. I'm still in the same exact spot. Damn it. I knew there's more for me. I should have, I could have. What does that feel like? Visualize it's a year from now. You didn't take the action and the worst case scenario is happening. And I want you to put an emotion attached to that. I'll be sad, be depressed. I'll feel like I'm not living into my full potential. I'll let people down. I'll let myself down. Whatever emotion, there's no right or wrong answer. But we must get that action step, and we must visualize what could happen if we take that uncomfortable action. And we also have to do the other side of visualizing doing nothing. Because if you do nothing, you're guaranteed to be exactly where you are, if not worse. Really, at the end of the day, you need leverage to get you to move. Got to get the rocket off the ground. Just do whatever it takes. That's what these podcasts are for. I hope I get to disturb you into action, that you get disturbed with your own inaction. That's why I'm doing this. That's why we do these, to get you to move. The last thing she kept saying a lot, and I think it's so true, is don't forget that there's somebody out there that's already done what you want to do, and they've been successful and probably had challenges like you do or have had, and they've done it. Model those that have already done it. Fastest way to get from where you are to where you want to be is find somebody that's already achieved it and do what they did. Do it obsessively and take bold action. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of the Own Your Future podcast. Appreciate you being here. If you like this message or you know somebody that needs it, subscribe, follow, share it with someone you know. And if you haven't listened to the last 3 episodes, you're going to want to. See you soon.